Hello everyone, in this video we're going to go through another element of your personal brand on Facebook, which is featured photo, or you might also call it featured photos. So let me share with you first what that is and where you can find it. So you can see over here on the left side the example of featured photos. This is Tim's featured photos before the transformation. So normally when you don't do anything with your featured photo, Facebook would just choose some photos from your timeline and put them in this grid, and you can have up to nine of featured photos over there. Now, this is a good example of what people normally have on Facebook if they're not marketers, if they're not thinking about linking their personal profile with the business, right, and branding their name. Okay, so it's perfectly fine to have some photos over there if you're not have any particular purpose for it, but at the same time you might want to think about this as a way to present your offer. Okay, so on the right side you can see Mary's featured photo, where we already limited only to one photo, which is what you can do. Okay, instead of showing 9, you can show only one bigger photo over there, and it can be a really nice invitation to the way how people can interact with you, and at the same time show some more info about your offer, about your group, and about what you're pretty much stands for, what you're doing. Okay, so let's just go to this next slide and I'll show you where you find that feature photo. See, this is my profile on Facebook. Okay, you can see with this big arrow over here pointing, that's where you can find the featured photo. Okay, so it's normally over here, and normally when you don't do anything with it, you'll have 9 pictures over here. Obviously, if you have pictures in general on your Facebook. Okay, so I already have it prepared for and optimized for my profile, so you can see that I'm inviting people to my group where we are talking about personal branding and showing our best self online. Okay, so this is where you're finding it. Now, one thing that you want to know is that on mobile, that featured photo is even more important, because it shows right after the main banner and the information about you. Okay, so it will take the whole screen, and when people will scroll through it, and you're going to have only one big photo that takes the whole screen of the mobile phone. So this is really powerful way to actually invite people to your community, right, or to your environment where you can interact with them. Okay, so make sure you're utilizing that amazing feature that can inform audience what are you all about, and so on social media, and how they can interact with you. Okay, now let's look a little bit closer into what makes a great featured photo. Okay, so first of all, you have to give people a clear invitation, a clear call to action, how they can follow you, how they can get some value from you, how you can help them. All right, second, you have to position yourself as an expert if possible. Right, that's one option, to put your own picture in your power zone, right, in your genius zone, or you can pretty much give some photos of your creation. It can be your course, it can be your workshop, it can be something that is related with your offer, right? So that goes to point number 3, that you can actually utilize the space of the feature photo, this design, to just pretty much show what you do, show your offer. If you have a course, it can be a mock-up picture of everything that is in the course, right? If you have a product, it can be a picture of your product, but don't leave it only with the picture of product. Okay, make sure that people see on this photo that what are the benefits for them from taking this offer, right? From buying something from you, or following you, or doing whatever you want them to do. Okay, So those benefits you can put up there in the form of headlines, in the form of bullet points, or in all different ways. I'm going to show you some examples in a moment. Okay, now obviously it's a good practice to put arrows pointing to your link, which is right above your feature photo, right? In your intro, you will have the link that you left over there. We talked about it in the previous video. So put some arrows over there so people know exactly where to click and what to do. And then finally, 6, also put a link in the description, okay? So when people will click on your featured photo, it will actually open up, like zoom in, right? Show the zoom in of the photo, and on the right side of the screen, you will see a description of this, where will be a little more information about your offer, and obviously link to either your website or your group or wherever you want them to go from there. Okay, so now let's see at some examples. Okay, you see some examples of the mentors over here, but you also see some examples of my friends, of people who are actually doing really well on Facebook right now. So we got Doug in the top left corner. Okay, as you can see, he's following all the guidelines that I just shared with you. He put pictures of himself in a t-shirt that is suggesting something, right? He's also showing you what he's giving, new videos every week, free online training, right? So this is really cool, and pointing arrows on the top to click his link. Okay, now on the top right side, you can actually see Russell Brunson's featured photo, right? So he utilized this space to pretty much promote his 3 books, right? And he says, click here to get your copies today, right? Obviously, if you click that photo on his website, it will pop up, and on the right side, you will see that in his link, he also says that those are the free books, right? You can get a free copy, and he's basically taking you to his book funnel from there. Okay, now you have Josh on the bottom left. So he's obviously an accountant, right? But not just an accountant. He created a really amazing formula to other accountants, right? And he's teaching them how to create a great accounting business online, and get your customers, and never had to worry about not having customers again, right? And he's at the same time an affiliate, right? So it works for him very well. Now he made it really simple. You can see that it's a very big headline, right? And he's addressing the avatar that he's after, right? He's also saying what he's inviting them for, free Facebook group, and the arrow pointing to the link. Okay. Now in the description, obviously, he will also have a link and some more information about how this group will help these accountants with establishing their business. Okay, and then finally, on the bottom right, we have Rim. So Rim is running her podcast, but she's also running groups on Facebook, and she's into mindset, but at the same time, it's strategies for scaling your business to 7-figure. And a cool way that she's doing it here, she showed the value, right, by showing her own mentors and guest speakers who are actually making 7 figures or even 8 figures, some of them, and then she's running a lot of interviews with them, right? So you got an arrow, right, pointing here to join the group, and this is how this photo is bringing her new leads.